The University of Brasília is a Brazilian public university funded by the Brazilian federal government. It is located in the country's capital, Brasilia. In Brasilia there are over 114 colleges recognized by the MEC. History. The University of Brasília Foundation was created on December 15, 1961. Professor Darcy Ribeiro, who became its first chancellor, was one of the most enthusiastic supporters of its creation. The architect Oscar Niemeyer designed its main building, the Central Institute of Sciences, which has 700 meters of length. The institution was created on April 21, 1962, following the plan of its founders, educator Anicio Teixeira and anthropologist Professor Darcy Ribeiro. As of 2010, it had 1,757 professors and 2,391 employees, as well as over 30,000 graduate and undergraduate students. Each semester, the University of Brasília accepts nearly 2,000 incoming students for its 61 undergraduate programs. On the graduate level, the university offers 49 master's degrees and 27 doctoral programs. Academics. The university has 22 institutes, 50 departments, 16 scientific, technological, cultural, artistic and general service centers, student and staff residences, a hospital, a sports center, a seismological observatory, physical experiment facilities, including plasma, liquid crystals, complex fluids and optical spectroscopy, an animal research laboratory, a library, a restaurant for students, a farm for ecological, agricultural and forestry research, and an ecological station. The university was one of the first in Brazil to offer the Programa de Avaliação Seriada, an alternative evaluation method for high school students to get into college by passing both phases of vestibular. Each semester, the University of Brasília accepts nearly 2,000 incoming students from a pool of approximately 25,000 candidates for its 61 daytime or evening undergraduate programs. On the graduate level, the university offers 56 master's programs and 31 doctorate programs. It also offers advanced non-degree programs, many of them conducted in other Brazilian states, such as Bahia, Amazonas, Rondônia, Goiás and Rio Grande do Norte. The Technological and Scientific Development National Council and the Coordination for the Improvement of Higher Education Personnel support most of these courses, offering scholarships and research grants. Distance education is an expanding activity in UNB, being managed by the Center for Open, Continuous and Long-Distance Education and the School of Education. The United Nations Educational, Social and Cultural Organization sponsors the Long-Distance Education Chair at UNB. Ranking. The University of Brasília has been ranked as one of the top 5 public universities in Brazil by Guia do Estudante, an annual publication of Editora Abril. It ranks at number 8 in the list of the best universities in the country. Several of its graduate programs have been graded 6 and 7 in the annual assessment conducted by the government agency CAPES, including its programs in anthropology, mathematics, geology, economics, law, among others. Its programs in economics, international affairs and political science are ranked at number 1 among public universities in the country. Campus. UNB is located in the heart of Brasilia on the banks of Paranoa Lake, marked by a modernist architecture. UNB's Central Library has the largest archive in Midwestern Brazil and caters to the needs of the Federal District and of researchers from across the nation. UNB maintains a university restaurant, as well as the Fazenda Água Limpa, a farm in the outskirts of Brasilia where ecological, agricultural and forestry research is conducted. Community involvement. The university runs 115 community outreach projects, offering a total of 438 courses and events, involving the direct participation of 240 professors and 65,132 students. These activities reach nearly 185,000 people in the Federal District and the surrounding region. The outreach activities include the Future with Art, Culture and Sport program, the Community Initiatives Advisory program, the Program for Worker and Trade Union Leadership Training, the Rural Development program and the Model Office for Legal Assistance. University members also offer consulting and assistance to the Community Health Training program. Research. More than 260 research groups work in more than 400 laboratories, investigating around 900 areas. This research is supported by the Technological and Scientific Initiation Program and the Special Training Program, which also offers scholarships to gifted undergraduates. Among other agencies, programs are funded by the CNPq, the CAPES, the Research and Projects Funding Program, the Technological and Scientific Development Support Program and the Federal District Research Support Foundation. Other organizations in the research area are the International Center for Condensed Matter Physics, the CBSP, UNB. The Center for Maintenance of Equipment and the University Herbarium. The Technological Development Center works to integrate the university to the business world, maintaining a small business startup program and other types of consulting assistance to business. Continuous Evaluation Program. The Continuation Evaluation Program gives students who want to study in the university the opportunity to be evaluated on a yearly basis during the 3 years of high school. This allows the university to know its prospective students better, but stimulates the student to study more intensely and continuously from the first day in high school. The university prefers this system to the old system of single-entrance examinations. International students. The university accepts international students through exchange programs for international students from academic institutions and organizations that have an agreement or an accord signed with the university. The program lasts from 6 months to 1 year. Undergraduate Students Program is for students from university institutions of developing countries that have developed activities in cooperation with the Brazilian government. Students from Latin America, Africa and Asia are the biggest partners of the UNB in this project. Postgraduate program is through the Brazilian embassies abroad. The objective is to promote the qualification of senior staff of the developing countries by offering master's and doctorate degrees. The Federal Constitution International Affairs program accepts diplomats who are working in Brasilia, the capital of the country, and the legal dependents. Notable alumni and faculty. Alumni: Alexandra Tombini, President of the Central Bank of Brazil; Ana Paula Padreo, journalist, a former anchor of Jornal da Globo, now at Record; Gilma Mendes, Justice of the Brazilian Supreme Court, former President of the Supreme Court; Itala Fioravanti Sabo Mendes, Judge of the Regional Federal Court of the First Region; Helena Chagas, Secretary of Social Communication of Republic Presidency; Enrique Malva, Managing Director of Microsoft Research's largest laboratory in Redmond, Washington, USA; Commodore Isabella Teixeira, Ministry of Environment of Brazil; Joaquim Barbosa, Justice of the Brazilian Supreme Court, current President of the Supreme Court; Eliane Cantanhede, columnist of economy and politics of Folha de S. Paulo newspaper; Maria Paula, comedian, actress, and TV personality; Miriam Leitao, journalist of TV Globo. Faculty: Oscar Niemeyer, architect, Pritzker Prize 1988, founder; Athos Bulco, artist, founder; Ciro dos Anjos, writer. Roberto Saturnino Braga, engineer and politician. Cristóvão Buarque, mechanical engineer and politician, former governor of the Federal District, senator, former rector, as professor of the Economics Department. Claudio de Moura Castro, economist, educator, and columnist. César Dassar, biochemist, lecturer, Pasteur Institute, Paris, and University of California, San Diego. Nelson Pereira dos Santos, film director. Teotonio Viola Filho, politician, economist, current governor of Alagoas. Otto Richard Gottlieb, chemist, Nobel Prize in Chemistry nominee. Darcy Ribeiro, anthropologist, one of the founders of the University of Brasilia. Roberto Aureliano Salmeron, nuclear physicist. Claudio Santoro, composer and violinist. Anicio Teixeira, educator, founder. Antonio Augusto Cancado Trindade, jurist, full professor at UNB, elected judge of the International Court of Justice, professor of international relations. Francisco Rezec, a former justice of the Brazilian Supreme Court, former judge of the International Court of Justice, professor of law. Gilmar Mendes, justice of the Brazilian Supreme Court, former president of the Supreme Court, professor of law. Italo Fioravanti Sabo Mendes, judge of the Regional Federal Court of the First Region, professor of law. George Antunes, composer.